Give a yogi a mango and you feed him for a day. Show him how to grow a whole tree and you feed him for a lifetime. Teach them how to cultivate an entire orchard and they will be able to nourish their entire community. Here at Shambhavananda Yoga, Konalani, we believe that yoga and a yoga teacher training should empower you to grow roots that tap into cosmic consciousness. This will allow you to creatively master your movements, calm your mind, and open your heart. This isn't about memorization. This is an experience of the infinite.
Thanks, Abaya. Abaya and I, we've led a total of 87 yoga teacher trainings. What? That's a lot. And I can verify from experience that the online training format that we put together is 100% effective at taking you from student to teacher in 200 hours. It's incredible. The first reason that makes it so effective is because it's live. Every day we're teaching and we're learning together live. You're getting live feedback on your postures. You have a chance to ask questions, generate discussions, make sure that the learning is comprehended. Take a look at this recent training where Lindsay was getting a little bit of live feedback on her posture.
So reaching back and forth, but really feel that reach with the right arm. You're trying to generate length.
So Lindsay, I see you reaching up a lot, and if that feels better in your shoulder, it's fine. But just try reaching more forward. So
that's what online learning should look like. Another reason this training really excels is because we get you away from the screen and onto your mat, in your body. You're going to be feeling every step of the way and then teaching from that feeling every day of your training.
How would you play with twisting your spine and untwisting your spine here? Take a moment to have a little free exploration and then...
What I was finding helpful is using the back of my hand to paint a rainbow from my toes up over to my hips, using the arm as an extension of the spine.
Sophia, did that difference make sense to you? Dana got us into that main movement. It was almost like this whole new world was open.
Couldn't have said it better, Abaya. It's a whole new world of possibilities with online yoga teacher training. When it's done well, it's incredibly supportive and incredibly transformative. Take a moment to hear from some of the recent graduates about their experience with online teacher training at Konalani.
Where do I begin? And I was worried I wouldn't get that online. I'm like, this is just, it's not going to be that way. And I have to say, I am beyond pleasantly surprised about how wonderful this experience was and how much it touched me. And
a huge takeaway from this training has been a new confidence, just not only physically, but just spiritually. And in this new approach to yoga, my practice the past couple of years has been mostly performance-based, trying to get as flexible as I can, trying to push myself. And I really loved how when we came to this training, one of the first things that stuck out to me was that it's feeling-based, and that just made so much sense. It's so simple, but yoga really should be feeling-based, using the breath as a mantra.
Just giving me more moments of really open-hearted presence. Most of you guys know I just moved to Hawaii right before the coronavirus shutdown thing happened. So I'm 6,000 miles away from my friends and family. And I've just felt really at peace and really good about everything and calm. And I attribute a lot of that to this practice.
And that we have this safe space to all come together. And it gives me, reassurance that there's other people out there like us. So to get through these tough times, and we can all share what we learned here with our immediate surroundings.
I've grown physically, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually. I feel like I'm going to enter the world a different person with so much to give. And I love meditating. I did not like meditating. I'm I don't have time to meditate. And now I look forward to that. And I've actually found this peacefulness with meditating.
Yeah, I just can't stop smiling because I can't believe we've done it. We're graduated in yoga teachers. Oh my gosh, it's a dream come true for me.
There aren't enough words to say what I want to say.
I know what you mean, Sue. It's hard to put into words an experience of the heart. But we are so grateful to be able to share that experience with our students year after year through our yoga teacher trainings. And one last unexpected perk from online yoga teacher training, your favorite furry friend. That's right, training from home means you get the comforts of home. And who knows, maybe they'll learn something. Namaste. I'm sitting here in front of the Rudraksha forest in our favorite Ganesh. It's where we grow the seeds for the malas that you use in meditation. The 100-year-old lineage of Shambhavananda Yoga has passed down tremendous meditation tools that can completely transform your experience both on the mat in your yoga class and off the mat in your life. Every day of your training, we'll practice meditation together. You'll be guided through the lineage practices that have been handed down from teacher to student over 4 generations. And you'll start to bring those practices not just to the cushion and to that practice, but onto your mat, both when you're doing yoga and when you're teaching yoga. And it takes the experience of yoga into a whole new realm, where awareness starts to open up the inner landscape of every posture, raising it to a new level of experience. But don't just take my word on it. We're going to guide you through a really simple practice in a moment that will show you just how much your awareness can transform your experience of yoga.
Welcome to the Konalani Shrine. This is the most sacred place at Konalani. This is where we cultivate our awareness every morning before we bring it into the rest of our day. We don't usually do yoga here, but we wanted you to have this extra support as you cultivate awareness in your practice. So we have a really fun exercise for you, and it'll be really valuable to have like a before and after test. So before we do our exercise, come to standing. And our test will be a simple forward fold. I'm not even going to cue this, okay? Just naturally fold forward. You can come into it and out of it a couple of times if that helps you notice sensation. Just bring awareness to where you're feeling this stretch sensation. Is there a certain part in the body? And how does it feel? Where and how? And then just come back down to seated. Adjust your seated position so you feel comfortable. If you're not comfortable cross-legged sitting on the floor, grab a pillow or a cushion, a blanket, something to prop your hips up with so that there's no strain in the hips. And then let's start with our right foot. Just bring the hands to the right foot and gently start to feel the texture of your skin. You can close the eyes if it helps you bring your awareness to your feet, if it helps you start to notice sensation. And try to glide the fingers across every pore on the foot and the toes and the side of the foot and the top of the foot, just starting to feel. As you feel those sensations, simultaneously feel sensation in the fingertips and sensation in the foot. The two are rising up to meet each other. And then let's bring a little more pressure with the fingertips, starting with the toes. Gently squeeze each toe, being sure to simultaneously feel the sensation in the foot and feel the action of the hands working on the foot. Start to press the inside and outside of the ball of the foot. Imagine you're hitting a million different buttons on the foot, turning on sensation and awareness. To do this, you actually have to feel. It's not enough to just be pressing. You have to feel as you press. Work your way up the arch of the foot. Notice as you travel across different landscapes in the foot, how sensation might change. Maybe there's more bones, more muscle. Imagine counting and feeling the shape of every single bone in the foot as if you were going to draw a map. Work your way around the heel. Notice that extra cushion.
Feel the Achilles tendon. Work your way all the way up to the heel bone. Circle the heel bone. Bring awareness to the top of the foot. You can even say hello to the calf. And just take one last moment on your own. Imagine there's a button you forgot to press and you want to make sure everything's turned on. Try to feel yourself breathing as you do this exercise. All right, so we'll come to standing and we'll test the results of our awakening awareness in our body. So from standing, return to your forward fold and close the eyes and just notice the difference between left and right sides of the body. Do you feel any difference as you hinge in and out of your fold? Ask those same questions from the first round. Where do you feel it? What's the quality of it? And then come back up to standing. You might have noticed on the right side an ease as you folded forward. Maybe it felt like the whole body was participating. You didn't feel it in a localized area, right? Instead, it was just like the whole right side of the body fluidly moving. And that's what happens when we awaken our awareness. Our body comes online to help us out, to make movement easier, more supported, more graceful, and stronger. So, not fair to just have one side awake, right? Let's awaken the left side. Return to your seat. Swap the legs, so now the left leg's in front. And start just bringing the hands to the foot. Start to glide the fingertips across the surfaces. You can always close the eyes if it helps you feel. Try to simultaneously feel sensation on the fingertips as well as sensation on the foot. Try to feel yourself breathing as you turn on all the buttons of the foot. And then play with adding more pressure. Pressure on the toes, pressure on the ball of the foot, but as you bring more pressure, you almost have to bring more awareness to not get distracted. Work your way up the arch, noticing all the bones in the foot, the shape of them, the sensation of the tissue around the bones. Make your way to the heel, the Achilles tendon, the ankle bone, the top of the foot, all the way up to the calf. All right, so now we're awake. We can play with some movement out on our yoga deck.
Movement. We could bring so much more of it to our yoga practice. And not only that, it really cultivates a deep sense of awareness because you get to feel the postures happening over and over again. It keeps pulling your awareness into the present, into the movement. Not only that, science keeps showing us how beneficial movement is for our health. So let's bring a little bit of movement, say, into the posture Utkatasana, and try that together and see what the effect is for you. So as you probably know...
Time out. Chair pose. Let's talk about it. What's your experience of chair pose? Do you enjoy the intensity? Do you check out because it's uncomfortable and you don't really want to feel those sensations? Today you're going to feel something different.
there's going to be a lightness and an ease as you come into your chair pose. And here's what's happening. It's not that you're not getting stronger. It's not that it's less useful. In fact, it's more useful because more muscles are coming aboard to support you. In the version where you just zip your legs together, the hip adductors overfire, which turns off muscles in the legs, pelvis, and core. Today, more muscles are going to come aboard to support you. It's going to feel easier, but it's actually going to be more strengthening and more functional. Let's try it.
So as you probably know, Utkatasana starts with Tadasana. Pause, wait, don't jump into your Tadasana yet. Let's find our Tadasana today. So paw your feet out a little bit on your yoga mat. Just sort of let your feet explore the texture of the floor, just like we were doing earlier. Explore the texture, and then rock a little bit, and let your feet go a little bit wider, a little bit narrower. Explore that range, and feel the sensation in your hips and in your knees. And notice where they want to pause. And when they seem to find that space, lift the toes, just sort of walk your awareness around the edges of the feet. Bend the knees just a little bit. That'll bring some weight into them. That also might inspire a change in your stance. Who knows? And then from there, just gently extend the legs, and then take a moment to look down at your feet. 99% of us will not look like hips width parallel or feet together. So if yours look like that, maybe just rewind this a little bit and then try it again, because we'll see if that really happens. But wherever you're at, now from here, go ahead and lift your toes again. That'll just help you feel the big toe mound, the little toe mound, and the heel. Sink a little bit into your knees, not totally. Bring the hands to the sides. Then I want you to scoop a little bit of the air in front of you and bend the knees as you scoop. And then just let the hands fall down, extend the legs. A couple more times. You're just going to scoop while you bend. Let the arms counterbalance you. Feel the weight shifting in your legs. Feel the weight in your feet. Good. Scoop a little bit more. Bend a little bit more. Feel the whole body working together, holistically. The next time you scoop, you'll pause. You'll just pause in the posture wherever you naturally land, wherever your shoulders want to scoop up to as well. And then let yourself just sort of rock a little bit from side to side. Just let the weight shift a little from one foot to the other. Let the shoulders relax down the back. Soften your gaze. And then let yourself settle for a breath or two here. Notice where the weight is in the feet. Maybe you want to rock a little forward or a little back on those feet. And just find your breath here. Let the experience of Utkatasana affect you. To come out, all you do is just press through the floor. Rise up. Maybe take a little baby back bend at the top. Let the arms float down. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the warmth in the legs, the awareness in the feet. You might even feel warmth down the back. Bringing a conscious movement to our postures can awaken new awareness within every pose. And then when you're able to string that awareness through the poses in a sequence, that's the next level.
Aloha. Let's try taking that Utkatasana that Satyam just guided you into. Let's take that through a whole sequence, okay? So begin at the top of your mat, step the feet underneath the hips, and just like he cued you, take a moment to adjust the feet. The goal is that you don't want to feel too much sensation in the knees or the hips. When the feet are in the right place, everything will be balanced. There won't be strain anywhere. From there, bend the knees, scoop the air up. Let's take a couple of pulses here, applying as minimal effort as possible, just finding ease and buoyancy as you move. The next time you bend into your Utkatasana, shift the weight into the right foot. Feel and notice the muscles in the right leg engaging, and then shift the weight the other way. Go back and forth a couple of times. And the next time you shift the weight into the right foot, pause and start to lift the left knee. Bring the elbows towards the knee, almost like a baby crunch, and then extend the knee and the hands apart. Set the back foot down. The toes are mostly forward, and then walk the front foot over to the side until the pelvis feels stable and buoyant. You can bend into both knees and allow the hips to glide slightly. Once you find your setup for Virabhadrasana 1, we'll press into the feet, lengthening through the legs, lengthening through the spine, and reach the arms up. We'll call this Volcano Pose. You can probably guess why. And then bend into the front knee, bend into the elbows, and allow the muscles on the back body to peel the heart open for Virabhadrasana 1. Let's try that a couple of times. So press into the feet, exploding up into Volcano, and then bend into the knee, peel the heart open, Virabhadrasana 1. Allow the movement to originate at the feet, noticing how the more you push into the feet, the more upward length you can achieve. The next time you bend into the knee, pause there, lift the back heel, hug inner thighs together, and slowly start to twist to the right. Make sure the shoulders are nice and soft. Untwist and twist a couple of times. Each time you twist to the right, allow the back knee to dip slightly. The next time you twist to the right, pause, lower the back knee down, reach the left arm up, and reach the right arm straight back. Try walking the right foot over to the right if that gives you more space for this nice psoas stretch. And then windmill the arms forward and separate the front heel and the back knee, allowing the hips to relax. Instead of reaching for a really deep stretch here, just do some hula hoops to allow any ungripping in the hip flexors. And then walk the front foot between the hands, tuck back toe, slide back knee in until you feel really strong, like you're about to start an Olympic race. Power into the right foot, look up and step up. Just pause at standing. Breathe through the right side of the body. Notice any sensations, any flowing of energy, any warmth. And then we'll repeat that on the second side. Bend the knees, scoop the air up, reach the hips back, chair pose. Take a couple more on your own, trying to feel fluidity as you move here. Next time the hips reach back, shift the weight into the left foot, feel all those muscles engaged, shift the weight into the right foot. And then shift the weight into the left foot, hover the right knee, take your little crunch, extend the whole body, step the right foot back, and stand up. Widen the feet until the pelvis feels supported, ungrip the toes, and then press down into the feet, lengthening through the spine. Reach your arms up, volcano, soft shoulders, bend into the front knee, and peel the heart open. Press into the feet, extending and lengthening, and then bend into the knee, arching the back. Take a couple more on your own. Again, trying to feel fluidity in your movement, making sure no one part of the back is working too hard. We don't want any strain here. The next time you bend, lift the back heel and slowly start to twist towards the left leg this time. Dip the back knee as you twist, and then come back to center. Bend back knee, twist to the left, come back to center. Last one. This time, slowly release the back knee, reach the right arm up, left arm back, take a breath over the right side of the body, and then windmill the arms forward, separate knee and foot. Let the hips start to draw some big relaxed circles. Go the other direction. Walk the foot between the hands, tuck back toes. You're ready to start the race. Press into the left foot, gaze up, and step to the top of your mat. Pause, take a couple of breaths here. And we'll go through that sequence one more time on each side. You've been in each of these poses, so we'll move a little quicker, trusting our bodies to remember what supported us. Try not to go into the way you always do Virabhadrasana 1. Instead, allow your body to guide you into what feels best today. Scoop the air up, bend the knees, Utkatasana, just one this time. Shift the weight into the right foot, baby crunch, and then extend. Plant the back heel down, adjust the feet, power down to erupt into your volcano, and then bend the knees softly, Virabhadrasana 1. One more pulse. And then lift the back heel, hug inner thighs, and just twist over to the right. Extend the leg and bend the knee and twist. This time drop the back knee, reach the front arm up, opening the left side. And then windmill the arms forward, slide front foot forward, back knee back. Either pause in stillness, or you can do the hula hoops again if that feels good. Just for fun, kick into the front heel. We'll add a counter pose here, wagging our tail, massaging across all the attachments of the hamstrings. And then bend into the front knee. Slide the back knee forward, walk the front foot between the hands, look up. Maybe it was easier to stand up this time. Pause. Last one, adjust the feet. Start with your chair pose. When you're ready, shift the weight and crunch. Extend the leg back, reaching out, set the foot down. Volcano, adjust the feet so the pelvis feels supported. And then bend the knee, Virabhadrasana 1. 2 more pulses. The next time you bend, lift the heel, dip the back knee as you twist, and then extend through center. Dip and twist. Drop the back knee. Right arm reaches up, left arm reaches back. Keep breathing. And then windmill the arms forward, separate knee and foot. Hold steady. Sometimes stillness is beneficial, or of course, you can always draw circles as long as you're feeling as you move. Kick into the front heel, extending the front leg, wag the tail. Notice how swaying the hips changes the sensation in the back of your left leg. And then bend into the front knee, walk the foot between the hands, slide the back knee forward, and very slowly press into the front leg to stand up. Take a couple of deep breaths. Just notice any new awareness in the body. And when you're in this place, you're able to respond quickly. You're able to be in the right place at the right time because you're actually present, you're actually aware. So this movement practice doesn't just make you a better mover on your mat, it makes you a better mover in life. We wanted to end our time together in the shrine because this is what our practice is really about.
So let's take this last minute together and draw our attention within and really absorb everything that we've taken from this time. So hopefully you can find a comfortable way to sit where the sit bones find the floor or a cushion and then the spine grows and lengthens up from there. Relax the shoulders. You can let the eyes close and go ahead and let yourself try a slight smile. It's just for you. It's just to feel that path to the heart open up. And you can breathe on that path through the nose, down the throat, and find the heart with your breath. Try to make your exhale a little bit slower than normal and keep your attention in the heart as you exhale. Feel yourself gently expanding the space of the heart with each inhale. And slowly exhaling, keeping your attention there in the heart. Swallow and allow that to clear the path, and take another breath or two from the nose down the throat, finding the heart. The source of our awareness, the destination of our practice. After your next exhale, allow the eyes to gently open. And see if you can take this last breath feel that connection inside. Namaste.
Wow, it's so
It's cool when you can get multiple months. That makes it more realistic for a full chant.
Yeah.
You know, wow. And you know,